Hey everyone, how's it going? Today we've got some special news about our team, and the last one is the best of all. I guarantee you won't want to miss a thing I have to share. So, have you ever imagined what it would be like if the team finally made that turnaround we've all been waiting for? Well, it looks like things are moving in the right direction, and I'll tell you why. So go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the updates we're always bringing here. Let's get straight to the point. When the Washington Commanders announced the hiring of Coach Dan Quinn this offseason, people got excited. After all, Quinn is known for being a top-notch strategist and for building aggressive defenses and solid offensive lines. But what really caught everyone's attention was the fact that he brought along some key pieces from his former team, the Dallas Cowboys. One of these players is Tyler Biadasz, a Pro Bowl center who, despite being young, has already shown he has a lot to offer. And let me tell you, this guy came in strong, showing he's ready to make history with the Commanders. And why is this important? We all know the offensive line is the heart of the offense. It's where everything begins. If this unit isn't sharp, forget about any hope of success, because the team will struggle. Biadasz knows this, and that's exactly what he mentioned in the interview he gave last Friday. He talked about how Dan Quinn is focused on creating a real family within the team, bringing the guys together, promoting integration, and making sure everyone really gets to know each other, both on and off the field. And honestly, this is the kind of mentality that turns a group of players into a true winning team. But what's most impressive is Biadasz's commitment to the project. He made it clear that the training camp has been intense but extremely productive. The camp has been great, he said, highlighting the long hours of practice and meetings, which, according to him, are crucial for shaping the team. And those of us who closely follow the team know how important this is, right? It's not enough just to train. You have to train with purpose, with that mentality that every second counts. It's exactly this mindset that can make the difference when the games start for real. Another interesting thing he mentioned was how the chemistry among the offensive linemen has been developing. We, who have seen other teams come together, know that in football, this connection among the linemen is vital. It's not just about individual talent, but about how these guys understand each other on the field, how each one can anticipate the other's moves. And that, my friends, only comes with time and dedication. We're all coming from different places, and we're starting to get along with the timing, the chemistry, and even the bonding outside the building, Biadasz added. And this off-field unity is what creates that team spirit that leads teams to the top. Now, looking to the future, we can start to imagine the impact this unit will have on the field. With a solid offensive line, the chances of the Commanders' offense ramping up production are huge. And let's not forget rookie tackle Brandon Coleman, who is already making waves in practice. The guy comes from TCU, and by the looks of it, he's ready to fight for a starting spot on the left side of the line. Will he be able to secure that position? If he keeps up the pace he's been showing, you can bet he will. And speaking of the future, the expectation of how this line will protect the new quarterback, Jayden Daniels, is something every fan should keep an eye on. Daniels is a promising talent, but he's still a rookie, and the last thing we want is to see him being pressured on every snap. If the offensive line does its job right, he'll have time to think. He'll be able to develop plays, and who knows? We might see him becoming that franchise quarterback the team desperately needs. Only time will tell. But expectations are high, and we're here to follow every step. But look, guys, this is just the beginning. With Dan Quinn at the helm and these reinforcements coming in, you can feel that the culture within the Washington Commanders is changing. The team is restructuring, and with that, the chances of success are also increasing. We know we can't expect results overnight, but what's happening now is the building of a solid foundation. And that's what any team dreaming of becoming a champion needs. So, what do you think? Will this new mentality finally make the Commanders more competitive? I'm optimistic, but I want to hear your opinion. So, don't forget to leave your comment down below and share the video with other fans. This next news is on fire. If you're like me, following every step the team takes with your heart in your throat and your eyes glued to the field, this news is especially for you. Today, we're going to talk about a strategic change that could be the key to success for our offensive line this season. So, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, leave a like, because what I'm about to share will get you even more excited to see our team in action. Let's start by talking about Sam Cosmi. Remember him? That promising talent we saw shine in the right tackle position. But before last season, a decision was made that at the time raised doubts. But now we see it was a masterstroke. The coaching staff, led by the experienced Ron Rivera, decided to move Cosmi from right tackle to right guard. At first, it seemed like a risky bet, but who would have thought this change would be one of the best decisions the team has made so far? Now check this out. Since Cosmi took on the role of guard, he has simply transformed. Not only did he adapt to the new position, but he also stood out among the best guards in the league. And look, this isn't just me saying it. Last Friday, Coach Dan Quinn, who has a sharp eye for talent, was full of praise for our player. When asked about who's been the most consistent in camp, the answer couldn't have been anyone else. Sam Cosmi. Quinn didn't hold back. "I'd say it comes from the offensive line," he said. And when he mentioned Cosmi's name, it was no surprise to anyone. He highlighted how solid Cosmi has been, despite the recent transition from tackle to guard. "You'd think he was a guard for a long time, and really he wasn't," Quinn said. "This is something that shows how much Cosmi has dedicated himself and adapted to the new challenge. And seriously, isn't it great to see one of our players getting recognized like this? But hold on, because there's more good news coming." Quinn also commented on Cosmi's specific skills that have been impressive in practice. He talked about Cosmi's ability to stay firm, move with agility, and highlighted the player's athleticism. "He's an athlete playing inside," Quinn said. "This shows that besides being physically imposing, Cosmi has the intelligence and technique needed to be a difference maker on the offensive line. And let's be honest, with us needing to strengthen this area, having a player like Cosmi emerging is a real relief, isn't it? And it's not just Cosmi who's shining." The coaching staff also confirmed another key piece for the offensive line, Andrew Wiley. He'll be playing right tackle, and his versatility is something the team will take full advantage of. With Wiley solid at tackle and Cosmi beside him as guard, we might be looking at one of the most solid duos we've had in years on this offensive line. Quinn even mentioned that although Wiley has the flexibility to play inside, the plan is to keep other guys in that spot and let Wiley focus on being the tackle. This shows a clear and well-defined strategy for this season. And speaking of strategy, let's be honest. What we need most is a strong offensive line that can protect our quarterback and open up the running game. In recent years, we've seen the team struggle with inconsistency in this area, and this change, with Cosmi leading the way, might be exactly what we needed to turn things around. It's a rebuild that's just beginning, but with this kind of adjustment, there's hope that we're on the right track. So my friends, what do you think of this change? Will we finally have the protection we've been needing with Cosmi leading this offensive line? Leave your opinion in the comments because I really want to know what you think of this new phase for our Washington Commanders. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates because this season promises, and I'll be here with you, following every step. And before I wrap up, I want to leave you with a question that will stick with you until the next video. Could this change in the offensive line, with Sam Cosmi as guard, be the decisive factor that finally leads the team to the playoffs? Keep that in mind, because I'm sure this season will bring a lot of surprises.